Okay guys, we have what looks to be an epidermal inclusion cyst. Now we can get enlarged glands in this area too, but you can kind of see the white there. And it's right beside the eye, so this is an area we go and we tread lightly always. It's very superficial. You can see you can almost lift it off there. We're gonna do a little elliptical cut so we have something to pull on to pull that cyst wall out, and we're gonna drain it. It's pretty full. It's probably gonna have some keratin in it. That white stuff that looks like cottage cheese, and then we're gonna close that, and once that cyst is out of there, the bump will be gone and she'll be happy. Guys, Greg Lynch, Derm PA here, MrPopZit. We have a great cyst that we just talked about a second ago. I have it all numbed up here, right by the lateral canthus. So we do have some things that we look out for, tear ducts that are down there. Luckily, this is above everything that's important. We're gonna do a little elliptical cut here. Like I usually do, I'm going to keep some skin because this is pushed out. We want to have a swath of skin that's removed so when we close it, she doesn't have extra skin there. You can see here, we're going to do that small ellipse right over it. Going to use very, very small sutures as well around the eye. That looks good, and this is under pressure, so we're also going to drain it. Separate here. Oh, it's pretty good. You can dab there a little.
Oh, you've already cut?
Yeah, don't even feel it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of pressure here. See if those contents are old or new. Oh, it looks like a little mushroom or a flower coming out of there. It looks like it's older. It's kind of dry stuff. That's good. There we go. And that's just old keratin. Dead skin and oils mixed together. Very nice. And then that sac is deflated, which is going to make it a lot easier to come out now. So we will start to blunt dissection now underneath. Let me just separate that skin all the way around. Can you dab for me? Mm-hmm. Cut all the way through right there. Start teasing that back here. And dab for me one more time there. Starting to separate. Okay, it's coming out. Almost there. Doing great. All you feel is a little bit of tug in there. All right. You can see that kind of clear connective tissue easily separates away. There's a little vessel there. All of her important ducts are well below there. One little vessel, and that's not too bad for one that close to the eye. Very good. Nice ellipse that we have there. We'll do a little cautery and bring that together. The eye is so well vascularized, it heals great. We'll take this over here so we can take a... So we did still have some contents in there, I can feel. It's been there a long time, so a lot of that was pretty much like a dry paste, you can see. And that's good. Very thin walled sac commonly around the eyes. This is like paper. You can see how easily that tears. Another reason I leave that swath of skin there, because the skin won't tear. That's the outside of the sac. It allows me to pull it up and go under it very easily. So that's good. Now, did see one vessel, but maybe it got scared and stopped bleeding on its own. Come down here. Also didn't mention my new mint green gloves. People like to see the new gloves. There we go, there's a little one in there. Let's see where it's at. No pain at all? Perfect. Shouldn't have any.
It's the smell.
I know, it's the smell that gets you, huh? It's like burnt hair, it's not fun. Well, it's pretty good. We're gonna have a little bit of tissue eversion and puckered up skin there, but that heals very well. One more time, just to make sure. I don't see any big bleeders. It looks like it's just leaking from all over. Make sure there's no active vessel. I don't see any. Yeah, looks good. So we're gonna do just one deep suture here. Grab a tiny bit of fascia on both sides and bring that together. And I'm talking about a paper thin bit. Dab for me. And fix the squeaky door, even though it opened. No squeaking. WD-40 finally made its way here. And we'll just barely take a bite there. You can see that fascia right there. It's paper thin. So I use a small needle and a very small suture. Good, good, good. All we need is one lower stitch. Subcuticular there. Nice. And we'll cut that at the base all the way down. Perfect. Okay, I'm using the 6-0 suture. Very thin, good for the face and especially around the eyes. And you can see she still has a little bit extra skin. I removed about 1/3 of that, and so it kind of falls down. That'll kind of stretch back into place. Better to have a little too much than not enough.
Depends who you're asking.
That's true. That's so true.
I'm almost 35. Tighten it up.
Tighten it all up. Do the other side and lift the brow. Let's get and then we'll just do 7 days on these when we take the stitches out. Seven, yeah. We'll do just probably 3 small ones here. There. And the skin was being stretched consistently more and more by that cyst filling. So it was pretty thin looking. Now you can kind of see it's not so thin on the edges, but on the top where I cut out was. So this is better for putting sutures in. Another reason to take that center part out. And over the next month or two, that skin will kind of stretch back into place. All right, looking good. And we'll do 7 days. I can put her just for suture removal next week, even though we're pretty booked. 7 days is okay for around the eye on a day I'm here.
If it's gray, you can take it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Looking good. So 3 little stitches there. Only about 1.5 centimeters. That looks great. Nice little tissuey version. Gonna heal with no, we're real puffy here. You can see that extra skin. That's all lidocaine. This is all puffed up from lidocaine. That'll go down, retract, and kind of pull tight for her. Looks great. Thank her for sharing, and that was it. Around the eye, you can see you can get also eccrine hydrocystomas, which can look a lot like that. Eccrine hydrocystomas are kind of clear. We could see, though, through that thin, stretched out skin that there was definitely white in there, that it wasn't an epidermal inclusion cyst. And just like I thought, once we kind of pushed out all the contents, it deflated on itself. We pulled it right out there. So she did great. It's going to heal well. We'll do a follow-up, and thanks for popping by.